So, the Elsword Korean version just dropped their first raid adjustments for Serpentium raid and Aporia, making them easier to play and take less time to complete. They also released the upgraded version of the Hyper Punch event, which we definitely need to talk about. For those who are wondering when this is coming to us, mark your calendars for the first week of August. Let me break down all this exciting news while we chat about these updates. I know that a lot of you are hyped for the Hyper Punch event, so let's start with that first. The event has been majorly upgraded from its previous runs on our server, offering way more rewards to give you that power boost needed to enter Serpentium raid with ease. And yes, they are giving out a ton of stuff. The event will run for about 2 months, giving you plenty of time to farm and power up your characters. Their goal? To get your character over 10 million CP with those rewards, and you will easily hit that mark whether you are free to play or new player. As you may already know, here's how it works. You raise your combat power, you hit the power button for rewards, you complete missions, and you get all the tools you need to reach the 10 million CP mark. No doubt about it, but this event is stacked. Here's a quick list of what you will get. Plus 10 Tenebrous armor set with 21 reforge level, with perfect shadow effects, which is given by the perfect ticket, by the way. Harconium for every Tenebrous equipment piece. Blood Nightmare Ice Burner set. Yes, you will get the full Ice Burner set for 60 days. All main accessories from Verimir and Monaterra, 60 days. Master Road accessories for 60 days. Unique passive 4 skill selection plus rare force skill cube. Raid accessories from Rosso, Bird, and Abyss are also included for 60 days. Shining magic stones with 4 opening socket slots. Artifacts XP medal and perfect artifacts effects equipment. 20 weekly secret rewards with the jump character. Yes, you not heard me wrong. You can do 20 weekly secret rewards with the jump character once you select it and you just play the secret dungeons by yourself, which is a lot. I know you have the chance to build up all that ED from the secret dungeons if you want to. So yeah, it is pretty stacked up and it's pretty OP too. 3 times L Resonance XP event for the whole 2 months, even without the jump character. Plus full rewards such as fighter potions, stone apples when achieving 10 million combat power. For the Hyper Punch event, that's everything. As you can see, there's a lot of rewards waiting for you once you participate with your jump character. The XP event is especially helpful for players that need L Resonance levels, and new players will even get the instant 200 L Resonance levels for a head start. If I could give you one recommendation, I would say that you should build a healer class. This way, you can enter Serpentium raid and tackle endgame content with ease. And that's not all. You also get the chance to claim a plus 11 Submergence of Abyss, a weapon fully staged to the level 5 with enchantment stones already imprinted. While this weapon starts as a 60-day temporary item, you can complete missions during the event to make it permanent. Just note that you can't refine it during and after the event. Still, it is a free plus 11 Abyss weapon, so of course, don't miss this opportunity. There is also a Masterclass event running where you can unlock a brand new Masterclass by completing just 5 missions. This is perfect for adding new characters to your roster while testing different playstyles. You can create up to 2 characters and boost them straight up to the Masterclass during the Hyper Punch event. Event-wise, you have plenty to do all summer long, and that is guaranteed. But for now, let's just shift gears to the Serpentium raid and Aporia adjustments. To be honest, I'm not one of those players who joined Doom Aporia clearing teams, so I can't go too deep into specifics. So from what I understand, both Doom Aporia and Serpentium raids have become much easier, both in mechanics and time commitment compared to before this update. If you previously found Serpentium raid challenging, you will likely change your mind once these updates arrive. So now let's get into the meaty stuff, the raid changes. I have kept all the detail adjustments because I know some of you really want those specifics. So let's begin. The Serpentium raid phase 1, which is the Serpentium tower, the first stage. The core health reduced and the damage taken increase, which means that the boss will take more damage and its HP has been reduced, which is very nice. It will take less time for you to defeat it. Pretty simple. Total annihilation debuff cap has raised from the 20 to 30, so less laser mechanics bullshit during the phase. The core now falls more easily due to the reduced HP overload, so yeah, you don't need to waste a lot of times connecting the dots to charge its core. The energy charge mechanics now limits increase from 2 to 3. You remember that mechanic when he goes to the middle and you need to catch that energy core that keeps falling down, you need to reconnect the energies and disable them? Yeah, that time. You just needed 2 to recover each HP to explode. Now you need 3. So it's a lot more easier for you to keep failing in that part, you know? Now for the phase 2, the system core health has been reduced. Once again, it's great. Has been increased damage taken from cube hits, so its defense has been drastically reduced from each cube that it will receive during that phase, which is good. Less cubes, more damage, less time taken to defeat it, of course. The total annihilation debuff has kept raised from 20 and 30, so again, less laser mechanics bullshit. Missile attacks now only hit once. That's good, because many players have just found themselves dead after a missile blast, and I'm pretty sure that you can survive now the missile blast attacks. Longer duration for Raver activation, which is mean that mechanic when he goes right back on the stage and will scam people in those lights, so it has been a longer duration for that once you activate with your partner or by yourself. More time given for keystrokes pattern. So yeah, its mechanics have been greatly improved and now it will take you less time to defeat it. That's great, of course. Now for the Orchestra Hall, the stage that gives a lot of mechanics, and many people were just complaining about the mechanic fatigue, but now things have been greatly improved once again. Let's see. The conductor HP reduced and takes more damage. That's great, that's awesome. More damage, less HP. Pain of Creation debuff changed from 3 for 5 stacks. That means that once again, you don't need to take 3 hits from him to release that massive ball of energy or the line of energy that's going to heal him. That's great, of course. Ultimate patterns now limited to 8, 10 and 12 notes max. Let me just explain what's happening. If you get yourself playing on the 3rd difficulty, the max notes that you feel in your mechanics is 12, okay? They reduce the patterns, which is great. For tuning and just note skill check has been decreased. And that's awesome, because I think this will improve a lot of the gameplay factor, giving less fatigue and giving you more chance to do damage. Let's see here. Reduced from 6 mechanics to just 3. Of course, this is huge, because every time that you decrease its HP by 50, he just stops and makes the mechanic not anymore. You can decrease 100 HP, and then he will go stop, make his mechanic, and then again groggy state, you just decrease 100 HP, mechanic once again, 90 HP decrease once again, one final mechanic, and that's it. No more 6 mechanics. That was a lot. No check pattern speed increase. That's pretty good, because it is that mechanic that you need to stay in one note and then he goes to another one. Now he gonna make it faster, so it won't take too long. Tuning notes can now be changed with dungeon interacting key. That's pretty good. You don't need to actually attack the note to change it. You can just press F1, which is the main interaction key, and it will change it for you. Plus, they also reduce the explosion damage from tuning patterns, which means that you will no longer feel that pain once you fail one note. They also improved tune note generation and travel time to give you more time to prepare yourself. The boss will have the groggy state duration increased, more reaction time during skill check pattern, which means that one line that keep going to the right section and you need to cast your skills, more reaction time, that's great. And now we are going to the phase 2, where things get even more interesting. The Maestro HP reduced and will take more damage. Players will respawn before the ultimate patterns if they are dead. This is a great change because many people were just suffering from its failings, so of course everyone got to be alive to make the proper mechanic. Now you have fewer notes individual play sections. Remember that time you were a violin and you need to play a Guitar Hero pattern of notes? Yeah, that's exactly that one mechanic. Group patterns now need 4 players instead of 6. That's huge. That's pretty huge. Because now you can have 2 players hitting the boss while he's still doing the mechanics. Reduced number of notes in group patterns, which means that less notes to be played. That's pretty good. It will make the mechanic very easy from now on. Improve piano sheet visibility. That's great, because every time that you go to the piano background, you have that boss speaking to you, and not anymore. It will be easier for you to just tell your team what's happening on the other side. Fewer notes in piano patterns. That's great. Less work, less time wasted. Only 2 ultimate patterns for phase 2 now. That's great. That's of course great, because he was making 3 ultimate patterns every time that you lower his HP. Now it is just 2, taking less time for you to defeat him. His grog state duration has been increased, which means that you can give more damage, and he will have his idle animation happening more time. Reduce damage from encore pattern. You know that those falling orbs that falls down and hit you, yeah, it will give less damage from now on. No more additional movements in phase 3, which means that in the phase 3, once you get to the final stage, you don't have to deal with that bullshit movement lines that hit you like a horse, you know? Yet it is very powerful and it is very exhausting to try to live on that, but hey! You don't need to actually waste a lot of your HP now in that part, and this is great. And they have reduced the core member HP in tier 1 difficulty, making it easier to kill without need the hyperactive skill. The bottom line is, these changes make the raid way more approachable. Fewer mechanics, more forgiving patterns, and bosses that go down faster. If you have been avoiding Serpentium raid, now it is the time for you to try it out. But hey, keep that in mind that those changes will come to us in 1 month ahead, in the first week of August. Now, they are also debuffing Madame Kuray once again, decreasing her HP and amplifying the damage taken. The restriction of Resurrection Stone has been removed, and in her phase 3, they removed her forced ultimate pattern, those lasers that she do once she gets to her 20 HP left, which is very appealing, I would say. No more whining now, people. Good news for you that like to do your own stuff alone, because normal dungeons of all areas have been received the Hero Expedition buff, so you can start them all by yourself and get a nice buff to compensate your powers doing the dungeon. The only stage that you not get this benefit will be raids, giant bosses, and special dungeons like Heroic, Hynir, Drabaki, for example. Should I also mention that Elsword Korea is currently holding new and returning players an event to get up to 49 of Nexon cash? I mean, yeah, if you are returning or a new player, you can get some KC once this event comes to us eventually. But for me, that means practically nothing. But now, we have a very interesting situation here. I usually don't mention the shop stuff because we just keep receiving avatars and visual stuff, but they really outdone themselves with this one. They are providing a new package for you to buy in the shop that will give you a lot of useful things. Once you buy this package, if you have less than 500 L resonance levels, you will get a 200 XP boost. And if you have less than 350 L resonance levels, you will get a 300% EXP boost. This buff will last for 30 days. You will also have the invisible outfit that also have powerful effects, giving you 20% more EXP once you equip it. 30 days of VIP fishing service, 30 days of L synergy ticket, plus 10 resurrection cubes, that means 100 resurrection stones for you, the Supreme Skill Book 1 and 2, 10 expanding inventory tickets, which they are selectable, and Masterclass Skill Books 2, 3 and 4. You can buy this package once during the summer events, so be sure that once you buy it, you can make good use of all of this during the whole month. Especially good for those who want even more EXP boost in their L resonance grinding. They are also hosting special rewards for those who will play in the Cyber Cafe. And I don't know if this event will come to us or not, but if it will, we will be having another type of event to get those rewards. I hope we do, because they are giving replicate circuits as one of those rewards, so yeah, let's hope for the best situation. And lastly, and finally, they are hosting an Elsword content program for those who want to create Elsword videos and get some Nexon cash back. We already have the Elsword content creation program here, but since it is an event, the winners will get more rewards if they are selected after a bunch of the videos uploaded. So yeah, this is the full breakdown of the first summer event update that we have seen, the Korean version, and in just 2 weeks we will have much more content to bring here, so make sure you are subscribed to stay tuned for news and upcoming events. That's all for now, I will be leaving. I hope you are having a great day and I will see you in game.